What's up, everybody? It's Hawk, and welcome back to another episode of Being Black. Unfortunately, last week I wasn't able to get up an episode. I got super busy, but we're right back at it. And in this week's episode, I want to talk about Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan's new movie, Just Mercy. If you haven't seen Just Mercy, I know it came out a while ago. I don't even know if it's in theaters. I just saw it maybe 2 weeks ago. But if it's still in a theater near you, and if you haven't seen it yet, go support it. It's a really good and heavy movie about Jamie Foxx plays a character who was wrongfully convicted of murder, and then Michael B. Jordan plays a character, he's his attorney, who eventually, after a couple of years and some, hard road, gets him off of death row. If you're not familiar, this is a true story. This did actually happen to someone. Michael B. Jordan's character wrote a memoir, I guess I'll say, and this movie is based off that memoir, also titled Just Mercy. It's two parts that I wanted to talk about. Well, the first one is how this movie takes place in the 80s, but don't be mistaken, this still happens today, where you have black and brown people who are wrongfully convicted, maybe not of murder in this case, but of anything, robbery, assault, various crimes that black and brown people are convicted of because they fit the description. Then you have these black people who are wrongfully committed of crimes. Without the funding and proper resources to get a good lawyer, you get stuck with a public defendant. The public defendant has 1,000 cases that day that they have not had a time to really get into. The public defendant tells you, hey, just take this plea deal, it's less time, and the next thing you know, you're in jail for a crime you didn't commit. I don't love everything this woman does, but I even have to give my props to Kim Kardashian for the work she's done over the last couple of months and maybe, the year and some change. Not necessarily her getting these black and brown people, acquitted of crimes they didn't commit, that they were falsely convicted for, but using her platform, using her funding to give these resources to these people who otherwise wouldn't have them and would be stuck serving sentences they weren't deserving of. Another thing this movie made me really aware of is, and I guess I'll say almost wary of, is my interactions with police officers as a black man. You never know, I could be in the wrong place, wrong time, fit a description for something else. Next thing you know, I end up in the system, maybe can't afford the best lawyer at the time, end up with a subpar lawyer, and then who knows, you end up in the system and it can just spiral out of control very, very quickly. And although I know that this happens to hundreds and if not thousands of people across America, if not millions for that matter, across America, seeing this story told on a personal level, focusing on this one instance, made it really, I guess, hit home for me, made it personal, made it put a name to the face and get to learn about an individual story. That's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie yet, go watch it, go support it. This has been Being Black. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.